KHOU 11 News at 6 starts now.
Good afternoon. I'm Cheryl Mercedes. Hundreds of guns are off the streets following Houston's second gun buyback event today. Mayor Turner calling it possibly one of the largest single-day gun buybacks in U.S. history. The mayor says more than 1,200 guns were collected, including 368 revolvers, 279 semi-automatic handguns, 243 shotguns, 227 rifles, and 91 semi-automatic rifles. Brittany Ford has more.
This was back in July, where the city of Houston held its first ever gun buyback program.
After waiting 2 hours, we moved about 4 to 6 car lengths.
Daniel Martinez
And I just was like, this isn't worth it.
And Giselle Shapiro were there.
It was too crowded. I couldn't afford to wait as long as I expected once I saw the lines.
Fast forward to the city's second annual, held at the West Chase Metro Park and Ride Saturday.
I was so excited about having the ability to dispose of this gun.
Set up similar to a COVID-19 testing site, many showed up to give it another try.
I think that this event is way more organized.
Oh, absolutely. All the cars are off the street.
The setup, one of the changes made after the initial overwhelming response.
From the first one, we learned a great deal.
Limiting the number of guns accepted per car, adding more lanes, and eliminating manufactured weapons. Now, despite taking ghost guns off the list of those accepted, Mayor Turner says numbers from this event have already exceeded the last.
Even with no ghost guns, this effort, up to this point, if you measure where we were this time at the last one, we are much further ahead.
In July, the city collected a total of 800 guns. Saturday's numbers surpassed 1,000.
They'll be checked to see if they're stolen. They'll be checked to see if they were used in a crime.
And what Mayor Turner is calling potentially the largest single-day buyback event reported in the nation.
People's homes get burglarized all the time. That's my concern, really.
We do need fewer guns. I'm just for peace, and I don't like hearing about deaths every day from guns.
Brittany Ford, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Brittany. Police have arrested a Texas A&M student for allegedly vandalizing the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library in College Station. The student is accused of breaking a window in an attempt to set a fire inside a conference center at the library. He's also accused of setting a car on fire and breaking into an SUV. Thankfully, no one was hurt. That student is now facing multiple charges, including public intoxication, burglary of a vehicle, and burglary of a building with intent to commit arson. A section of Highway 3 in southeast Houston was formally dedicated to Vanessa Guillen today. Guillen's family was joined by lawmakers and others for this ceremony. It comes 2 years after the Army specialist was murdered at Fort Hood.
This highway will be a reminder of the vital changes that have been made because of my sister. We continue to honor her legacy by fighting for more meaningful legislation like the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act that will protect our service members.
Vanessa Guillen was missing for 2 months until her remains were found buried along the Leon River. The Army determined she was killed by a fellow soldier who later took his own life. Thousands of people gathered in Washington, D.C. to rally for reproductive rights. The march was part of a Women's Wave Day of Action organized by the Women's March and other organizations. They are urging people to vote for candidates who support abortion rights in the upcoming midterm elections. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said today the league is prepared to make changes to its concussion protocol. However, he did not elaborate on what the changes might be or when they would take effect. How the league handles concussions has come under scrutiny since the injury to Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. He suffered a serious concussion during a game on September 29th, just 4 days after he appeared wobbly in another game but was allowed to continue playing. The doctor who evaluated him in that game has been fired. The Red River Showdown turned into a massacre. The Longhorns, all over Oklahoma today, shutting them out in Dallas 49-0. It was the Sooners' worst loss in the decades-long history of the rivalry. All right, now to the weather. Here's a live look out at the Galleria area. We can say it's more than pleasant on this Saturday evening. We hope you got outside today. I sure did. Meteorologist Pat Kaplan, how about you?
Yeah, it's been so nice, but here's the problem. We went so long now without rain that we're starting to see drought conditions come back, and especially as you go west on I-10 through Columbus, through Sealy, places out towards the west of Katy, we're seeing moderate to extreme drought levels again, and even down for our coastal spots, moderate to severe drought. So we're not at a critical point quite yet, but if this pattern continues, we are going to have some issues. Now, we do stay dry over the next few days into the start of the week, but by Wednesday and Thursday, we do see some rain chances come back. We'll talk about that in just a second. Live look here from Navasota. Yeah, it was gorgeous today, golden hour right now. We've got sunshine, a few clouds, 85 degrees, feels like 84 because the humidity is so low, and that low humidity is going to stick with us as we get into tomorrow. So more sunshine on the way for tomorrow, a little bit cooler tonight because of that lower humidity, but again, we are watching the chances for some showers and storms as we get into the middle part of the week. We actually had a few showers flare up earlier in the day through Brazoria, Matagorda County. Those are gone now that the sun is starting to go down. We're going to be dry and mainly clear here as we get into the overnight, and it's all behind a very weak cold front that went through last night. You didn't even notice it, but you will notice it as we get into tomorrow morning, a touch cooler just thanks to that lower humidity. So mainly clear skies for the overnight. High pressure moves overhead for tomorrow, so it's sunny again. Humidity's gone, maybe 1 or 2 spot showers south and west of town. I think most of us, though, stay dry, and then sunshine prevails again for Monday. But notice as that high starts to slide offshore, we get more of a return flow in from the south and east, and that's going to bring in a little more humidity for the middle part of the week. There's Tropical Storm Julia, very strong right now on the threshold of becoming, actually, there it is, now a hurricane. Category 1 storm just came in here with the update about 7 minutes ago. So a Cat 1 hurricane makes landfall here in Nicaragua as we get into tomorrow, and then crosses over towards the Pacific, but really starts to lose steam, kind of falls apart as we get into the start of the week. But all of that remnant moisture is still in the atmosphere. That gets drawn north as we get into the middle part of the week, and that's going to bring us rain chances here by Wednesday and Thursday. Big cold front sweeps through as we get into the end of the week. That's going to help to kind of squeeze out the moisture from Julia that's in the atmosphere. So once that happens, we get the chance for maybe a few showers and storms Wednesday, Thursday. It's not a washout. Again, it's a 50-50 chance. Behind it, though, oh, this is a nice fall front. High pressure moves in, tons of sunshine, big drop in humidity, and a drop in the numbers as well. So unfortunately, like I said, it's not a big rain maker for us. At best, maybe a ½ inch of rain. On average, we'll see some higher totals the farther east you go, but I think overall, just a couple of showers. So this isn't really going to do much for the drought. And beyond this, it does look like we stay dry. For the overnight, 64 degrees, mainly clear skies. Again, touch cooler than it was last night. You're not going to notice a huge difference, but it's still nice. There's the 7 days. So again, sunshine to start the week. Temperatures in the upper 80s, mid 80s for Tuesday. There's the shower and storm chance for Wednesday and Thursday. We get close to 90 here with a big bump in the humidity. And again, it's a 50-50 chance here, mainly Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And then behind it, Cheryl, whew, low 80s. So a really nice payoff here as we get into the middle part of the month. Definitely feeling like October, but with the sparse rain chances, we will have to keep an eye on the drought report as we go through the next few weeks. All
right, excellent. Thank you so much, Pat. That's going to do it for us for now. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have more coming up on TV tonight. See you then.